All new tonight at 6. We are 3 weeks into Georgia's expanded medical cannabis program, and tonight we are looking into the impact of the new law.
Yeah, we're talking about the Putting Georgia Patients First Act. It gives patients access to more medical cannabis products and broadens who actually qualifies for treatment.
11 Alive's Gilad Malamed joining us live with a look at new numbers from the state here.
According to numbers I received from the State Department of Health, about 4,700 Georgians registered to become new medical cannabis patients since the program expanded. That is more than 10% of the total number of patients in the program. And a local dispensary I spoke to says it's seeing that uptick too.
The Comfy is the flower that we're able to sell.
Able to sell as of July 1st.
July 1st is a game changer for our industry here in Georgia.
The day the Putting Georgia Patients First Act went into effect, expanding who qualifies for medical cannabis and the types of products licensed dispensaries like Fine Fettle and Decatur can sell. Fine Fettle President Judson Hill says they can sell full-strength medical cannabis and vapes as opposed to just THC oil.
These inhalable products allow them to have that relief immediately, where an oil-based product has to go through your digestive system, which could take 30 minutes to an hour to kick in. So it really was just not as helpful as they needed.
Hill says he's seeing a big demand for the newly legalized products, with about triple the number of customers this month.
July 1st was by far our busiest day. We had folks lined up an hour before we opened our doors.
Statewide, the Department of Health is reporting more than twice the number of new patient registries in the first 3 weeks since the program expanded compared to the number of new patients registered in the prior 3 weeks. The more than 41,400 active patients is up from about 36,700 at the end of June. Hill says the uptick his dispensary is seeing is mainly from patients who were eligible for medical cannabis before July 1st, but didn't want the lower strength products that were allowed. Mark Smith,
I've got an eighth of flower,
has been a medical cannabis patient in the state since 2023. He says he's now able to access more potent cannabis to help treat his PTSD.
This is the real product, so you get like the effects a lot quicker than if you were to like take a gummy with a bunch of CBD inside of it. With a disposable now, you can just like take one puff and be ready for bed already. Quality of the product's a lot better since July 1st.
When it comes to who can now access medical cannabis, the qualifying conditions are mostly the same, but the severity of the conditions is what's changed. Before, many of the conditions like cancer, MS, or Parkinson's had to be end stage or severe, and now the conditions no longer need to be severe.
All right, Gilad, thanks for keeping us updated there.